What is up, guys? It's TimeForDillon, back at it again with another crypto video. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. If you're new here, subscribe, bell icon, get notified when I post new videos because it's all time sensitive. In today's video, this is going to be the most important video that I've made since I formed my channel. Seriously. If you guys don't watch my channel, you don't want to watch any of my videos, watch this one. This is the most important video that I will make, because I'm going to lay out systematically why right now is probably the best opportunity of our life that we have to acquire Bitcoin. So I really hope you guys stay with me until the very end of this video so you don't miss out on any of this important information, because it really is so important. So we're going to start off by talking about what is Bitcoin. Super simple. Just going to lay it out very simply because most of you know what it is, and if you don't, there's great videos on YouTube. I'm not going to make a video on that. Then we're going to go down reason by reason why Bitcoin is here to stay, why it is gaining strength, gaining supporters, gaining users, gaining active daily wallets, gaining active daily wallets that have 1 Bitcoin, active daily wallets that have 0.1 Bitcoin, and it keeps going on. Hash rate keeps going up. All this stuff keeps happening. All these companies keep gaining interest. Google, Amazon, Apple. We're going to go down the list systematically, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. Now is the time to buy Bitcoin. This is going to be my last plea. Seriously. Buy it now or miss out. Not financial advice. It's common sense, people. So first things first, quick look at the market, okay? Now I want to show you guys the market just so we can see in the future where we were at when I told you guys. That's literally the only reason I make these videos. I make these videos not for people on the internet. I make these videos for me. So I can look back and be like, look at this, people. I was telling everyone to buy Bitcoin. And I felt so much conviction that I felt the need to make a fucking stupid YouTube video about it. So that's why you're here. You're gonna walk with me down this road, and we're gonna figure out why Bitcoin needs to be purchased right now. For starters, Bitcoin has been on a trajectory, an upwards trajectory since it first came out, okay? And as we can see, even right now, which some people would argue is the bottom of the crypto winter. We're in the depths of the crypto winter. We are in the depths of the bear market, people. We had terrible news. FTX collapses, right? We had Elon Musk sell his Bitcoin from Tesla. We had dogecoin with Terra Luna crumbling. We've had lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. Coinbase, Binance, what else? KuCoin in New York, Ethereum being labeled as a security. All of this, and Bitcoin is still sitting at $29,000. Thousands of dollars higher than where it was at the peak of the last bull market. Upward trajectory, my friends. It doesn't lie. Why is Bitcoin doing so well? Let me explain. So, how does Bitcoin work? Very simply, somebody wrote code that's beautiful. That's why it works. Bitcoin's code was written and distributed into the wild. And guess what happened? Thousands and thousands and thousands, if not millions and millions of people decided to adopt the network. People like myself that have a gaming computer, right here, gaming computer filming this. I dedicate the power of this computer to validate transactions on the network, which is a very complex process. Basically, it's solving random mathematical equations that populate from transactions that occur on the blockchain. When a computer solves that random mathematical equation, it adds the transaction to the chain. It adds the block of transactions to the chain, blockchain. It can only be done randomly from random computers in this decentralized network. You don't know where the test is going to come. You don't know which computer's going to guess it, but whichever one does, they get rewards. Hence, incentivization for people to participate in donating their computer power to the network. It's great. It makes perfect sense. It's not hackable, people. SHA-256 hash algorithm and a combination of asymmetric and symmetric encryption is what allows this system to live and thrive in a decentralized manner without any threat of attack. It's impossible to crack the Bitcoin network with today's computers. And even if people are able to build computers that are strong enough to crack this algorithm, all they have to do is increase the SHA-256 to SHA-512. If that's not good enough, change it from 512 to 1024, or so on and so forth. So it is the most perfect, closest to perfect system that we have that secures transactions in a decentralized peer-to-peer manner. That's why Bitcoin works. On top of that, Bitcoin is scarce. There's only 21 million coins that will ever exist. And in order to change that, 90% of all of us, the people that have these computers validating transactions, 90% of the people have to agree to increase the limit, which will never happen. Never. Never. It will never happen. So just get the idea out of your head. It's not going to happen. Currently, right now, Bitcoin has 19.5 million Bitcoin in circulation, which means there's only about 1.5 million Bitcoin left to be released. And every 210,000 transactions that occur, or blocks of transactions that occur, the rewards that incentivize the users to donate their computing power to the network to validate transactions, those rewards get cut in half, which makes it even more scarce. This is the base of everything right here. How does it work? I just explained it. Scarce, programmatically, and systematically backed up by asymmetric and symmetric encryption. Can't be cracked. Bitcoin is beautiful for this reason. And for this reason, so many people want to get in on the action. So much so that we have BlackRock. Here's the first part. BlackRock, the largest asset manager on the planet. BlackRock, which has $11 trillion. Trillion with a T. 1 trillion is 1,000 billions. 1 trillion is a million millions. They have 11 of those worth of assets under management. It's ridiculous. They just decided they're going to jump into Bitcoin. They're opening up a Bitcoin ETF, an exchange traded fund, which makes it super easy for people that don't really understand the complexities of Bitcoin, but they want to jump in and invest. You can just buy this on the stock market. This is huge. Because, guys, if we look at Bitcoin right now, the market cap, which, if you guys don't understand, for the price to double, the market cap has to double. That's why when Bitcoin was up to $60,000, the market cap of Bitcoin was $1 trillion, because its market cap doubled, right? So for Bitcoin's price to double, the market cap needs to double. Okay, how much takes it to double? 500 billion, which is not even 5% of what BlackRock holds. This is just for starters. This is just one company, BlackRock. So if BlackRock decides to put a conservative 5% into Bitcoin, Bitcoin just doubled. Just like that. Not to mention the amount of FOMO it would cause if people were to see Bitcoin's price double. What do you think that's going to do? People are going to freak out. And people are going to start jumping into Bitcoin. This is what happens every time. This is why everyone buys at the top. It seems so intuitive. Buy low, sell high. That's never what happens. People do the exact opposite. They buy high and they sell low. That's backwards. But people do it. It's called FOMO, and it's a hell of a drug. Don't ever even take one dose of FOMO. Trust me, you're going to get hooked. So that's just for starters, right? BlackRock, $11 trillion, Bitcoin ETF. Okay, so why did BlackRock want to make an ETF? Well, because there has been so much institutional interest in blockchain. Amazon, Google, Samsung came out with NFTs, NFT TVs. We have even Apple talking about Bitcoin and crypto, okay? The CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, personally holds Ethereum and Bitcoin and says he's interested in it. The CEO of Google, can't remember his name, personally holds Bitcoin and Ethereum and is personally interested in crypto. Same with Amazon. Same with every major company out there. Anyone that has any inkling of technical savviness is into crypto for a good reason. Okay? The only thing that is stopping these companies from taking a leap of faith into the crypto space is the fact that there is regulatory uncertainty. And that's because there aren't enough laws on the book. There's no framework for how this stuff is supposed to happen legally. And because of that, we had the XRP army. XRP, which is one of the largest cryptocurrencies out there, one of the oldest cryptocurrencies out there. Still number 5, okay, right now. Up massively this year because they won. This is number 2. They won the lawsuit. 7 years in the making. They won the lawsuit against the SEC. They basically beat the government. The SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, is what oversees stocks and any type of security, which is basically a stock, in the United States of America. And they decided to come after Ripple. And actually, they have been coming after every single company, most of which just fold up shop and go home because they don't have the means to fight the United States government. Luckily, XRP, which is a massive cryptocurrency worth billions and billions of dollars, decided to put it all on the line to take the SEC to court, and guess what happened? They beat them. So what does this mean? This means that XRP, sorry, it's not a security. Sorry, Gary Gensler, you lying bastard. You're not just going to be able to roll in here and take advantage of these crypto people, okay? The guy that taught the blockchain and money course at MIT is the one over here sabotaging crypto. Make that make sense for me, people. Make that make sense for me. So they lost. Good. Right there, Gary. That's what you deserve. New news today, people. Because guess what happened after they lost? The SEC decides to come after Coinbase for some fucked up reason. This dude just is so insufferable. Guess what? We got breaking news today. That the Ripple CLO decides to share a document with Coinbase, letting them know how exactly the SEC determined Ripple was a security. And guess what? It's not looking good for the SEC. Okay, this is establishing great precedent in the crypto space for what's a security and what isn't. Maybe this case didn't establish the precedents, but the precedents will be established eventually because of this case. That's how it's going to happen, okay? So that's number 2, Ripple. Bingo, bango, boongo. We're ready to rumble. We already have 2 fantastic reasons why Bitcoin is going to go higher. Boom. We just got something in the court saying, they're not security. That's going to establish precedent. That's probably going to establish some laws. And guess what? It's going to establish regulatory framework, which is going to allow companies, big companies like Amazon, like Google, like Apple, to jump into crypto. And guess what? Those companies are massive. Apple is a $1 trillion company. Amazon, I'm pretty sure, is a $1 trillion company. And I'm pretty sure Google is a $1 trillion company. We're talking billions of dollars that they could potentially throw into Bitcoin. Big news. And these are just the first movers. What is going to happen with crypto is it is going to be a parabolic run. It's going to happen. Maybe it won't happen this cycle. Maybe it won't happen next cycle. Maybe it'll take a couple cycles to happen. But it will happen. Because we need money that is hard. We need money that is scarce. And you guys have seen exactly what's happened over the last couple years with the U.S. government just printing money willy-nilly. Trillions of dollars. Now we're up to $33 trillion in debt, people. $33 trillion in debt. It doesn't look like it's slowing down. It doesn't look like we're paying that off anytime soon. Which is why Fitch just downgraded the U.S. credit rating. And then we have Janet Yellen coming out like a dumbass, saying, I wonder why it baffles me why they would. Maybe because we almost defaulted on our debt obligation. You know why. Stop acting dumb. So that's number 2. Number 3. This is breaking news too, people. We have PayPal, one of the largest independent payment processors on the planet, enabling crypto stablecoins. What does this do? This is making the foundation for a crypto-laden society, a society where individuals will be able to spend crypto on goods. I don't know exactly how it's going to work with PayPal, but all I know is they're setting it up. PayPal, the first major fintech to launch dollar-backed stablecoins. Get ready. This is just the beginning. Just the beginning. You think Google is going to sit around and allow PayPal to do this? You think Apple is going to sit around and allow Google and PayPal to do that? Google Pay, Apple Pay, they want a piece of the pie too. So you bet your ass they're going to be getting on board with crypto. The only thing I will say about PayPal, and this right here is maybe separate from the point. I love crypto. I hate centralized exchanges. That's a topic for another discussion. Right now we're just trying to get you in on crypto. Once you get in on crypto, we'll teach you about the devil, which is centralized exchanges. But for now, just know PayPal might not be the best place because they've actually implemented the ability to freeze somebody's wallet, which is why I don't like centralized exchanges. I like taking custody. The old saying goes in crypto, not your keys, not your cheese. If you don't hold your private keys, which is the element that backs up your cryptocurrency on the public blockchain, you can't move the coins. You need the private keys. That's a topic for another video. But basically, this is why. Because the company, PayPal, has implemented code that will allow them to not only freeze your balance, but wipe it from the address. Not good. Not good. Still a win. Still a win. Because most people don't really care about this. They just want to be able to buy stuff. And if crypto makes it able and available for them to buy stuff with crypto without having to use US dollars, who knows? Maybe you can't get a bank. Who knows? Maybe you can't get a bank account. Nobody really knows. Maybe you're stuck with PayPal. You have to buy something with crypto. Now you have that option. And I'm sure there will be more options that roll out in the future. It's just fantastic to see PayPal, the largest payment processor on the planet, coming through. Independent payment processor on the planet. Coming through with crypto. So that's number 3. These are really the big 3 reasons why I think you should be buying crypto. And then, of course, the 4th reason. This right here goes without saying, but you got to add it on. This right here is because of the nature of Bitcoin and the way that it's developed, is that we have the Bitcoin halving, the next halving, coming up when? Less than a year, people. Less than a year from today. Right here, 259 days from today, approximately. We will see the Bitcoin halving rewards cut in half. Now, what is that going to do? Well, we have all these companies wanting to get into crypto. We have PayPal, we have BlackRock, we have XRP, we have Google, Amazon. All these companies want to get on board with Bitcoin and crypto. So they either have to buy it or mine it. Well, guess what? If demand for the cryptocurrency keeps going up and the supply all of a sudden gets, the new supply that's being introduced into the system all of a sudden gets cut in half, that's called supply shock, Econ 101. The price go boom. It's very simple, very simple. Maybe not each one of these items singularly has a big impact on the price of Bitcoin, but all of them together start to make a cascading effect, which will soon trickle down into the dumb money, us, retail investors. These people are the smart money. These are the people that know what to do. These are the people that see trends and take risks and make big money. Smart money. They're seeing the trend. They're all getting in on crypto. Why don't you? You want to get in before the big boys. Because once the big boys get in, what's going to happen, people? Price go boom. And guess what? There's only 21 million Bitcoin out there in circulation. approximately 4 million of which are lost due to transactional errors, maybe sending it to the wrong address, maybe you lost the private keys. There's a lot of lost Bitcoin out there. There's not enough Bitcoin to go around for everyone. The goal should be 1 Bitcoin. That's it. $30,000. I know it's so much money for some people. It's a lot of money for me. $30,000. That should be your goal. Worst comes to worst, you sell it later. Maybe at a little bit of a loss. Don't recommend ever doing that. I recommend you just hold it. Huddle. Hold on for dear life. And thank me in 5 to 7 years from today. This is my plea for you guys. Last thing I'm going to say is this. We still have some parties in the world that are hesitant about crypto. Namely, Charles Munger, Warren Buffett. Both of which hold majority stake, if you guys do the research, majority stake in Apple. So for me, this right here is something that I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on ownership and operational ability of the company to change hands. Once that happens, I'm pretty sure the new person will be perceptive to crypto. It's hard when you have somebody like Charles Munger, who's 99 years old, okay? A lot of crypto people like to disrespect Charles Munger and Warren Buffett. I understand why. However, I will not take it that far. These guys are geniuses. They've made millions, if not billions of dollars. You can't call them stupid. What I will say is this. It's hard to teach a dog a new trick when their tricks work. This happens to be the case for Charles and Warren. Why would they give up what works perfectly for them and jump into some risky asset class when they have money? They don't need to risk anything. They have everything they need. So until ownership changes from Charles and Warren, I don't really see Apple getting too heavily involved into crypto unless there's some massive change. But I mean, look at that. Charles Munger. I'm not proud of my country for allowing crypto shit. Doesn't seem like he's going to change his mind. But that's really all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to tell you guys this. It's so important. You need to buy Bitcoin. It's not financial advice. It's common sense. You guys have a beautiful day, beautiful night, and make sure 5 to 7 years from now, come back to this video and leave a comment telling me I was right, because I know I'm right. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are. Dylan is out.